50 years ago, science fiction became science when mankind first set foot on the moon, a milestone in human achievement that still makes us look up at the night sky and wonder. For those of us who weren't around in 1969, or for those looking to experience it anew, Apollo 11 encapsulates that precise moment in time with remarkable clarity and in a fiercely faithful fashion. Hot off the heels of last year's masterful yet tragically underappreciated First Man, which extensively operated as a Neil Armstrong biopic, this jumps straight to that film's climactic finale. It counts down the hours leading up to the countdown, establishing the army of NASA employees congregated in Mission Control and the crowds of spectators near and far, all made intimate through the magic of close-up. Immediately striking is the film's crisp visuals, shots that look like they could have been taken yesterday. In truth, nearly everything you see was filmed during the 8-day mission and its immediate aftermath, working from a multitude of sources, totaling hundreds of hours of footage and thousands of hours of audio. Director-producer-editor Todd Douglas Miller has assembled a thrilling and detail-oriented chronology of events. The outcome exists at the unthinkable crossroads of Frederick Wiseman and Michael Bay. The film's on-the-ground bookends, centering on the breathtaking liftoff and breath-giving splashdown, come from a discovery of unreleased 70mm footage from the National Archives. Not unlike the mission itself, the production and ultimate product of Apollo 11 feels nothing short of miraculous. What else we see comes from an array of cameras, lenses, and film stocks, including footage shot within the Apollo itself, allowing Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins to become people, not just astronauts. Somehow Miller has distilled the entirety of this worldwide sensation into a 93-minute package wherein nary a second feels unused, managing to keep the procedures and processes intact, as well as those moments when a filmmaker durst not cut away. What we hear comes entirely from contemporary sources, NASA's loudspeakers, the capsule communicators, and a certain historic phone call. Resisting the urge for narration or interviews leaves us squarely in the moment for each and every step of the journey. Even the film's original score is a crunchy electronic album composed by Matt Morton entirely on pre-1969 synthesizers. It pulsates with anticipation and then propels the momentum onward. The narrative thrust is such that once a stage in the operation is successfully completed, you can breathe a sigh of relief, a mere decimal of what the men inside the Apollo must have felt, before realizing there's still so many things that can go wrong. Our knowledge of other missions, famously dramatized throughout cinema, grants viewers with endless possibilities.
Houston, we have a problem.
The fact that everything we're seeing here is real bestows a Galilean level of gravity to the proceedings. Each docking scene and the inevitable descent to the cratered face of the moon are causes for trepidation. Whenever a film manages to make me nervous when the outcome is already known, I can always chalk it up to exemplary filmmaking. Miller previously helmed The Last Steps, a short documentary about Apollo 17, the last time NASA or anyone put a man on the moon. It's also entirely made of archival footage, photos, and audio, while benefiting from an original score by Morton.
In Houston, as I step off at the surface at Taurus Littrow, we'd like to dedicate the first steps of Apollo 17 to all those who made it possible.
It demonstrates the direct cinema approach they would go on to perfect in Apollo 11. You can watch The Last Steps right here on YouTube. I'll link to it in the video description. When Armstrong set foot on the moon's powdery surface, with millions watching and listening over 200,000 miles away, he did so with the effort of thousands of faceless and nameless individuals. Apollo 11 was compiled in their honor and lives up to that lofty tribute. As this is quite literally a found footage film, it could not exist without them or those that were there to capture the celestial undertaking. While Apollo 11's limited one-week IMAX engagement has come and gone, it is still playing in select theaters. I urge everyone to go see this film as large and as loud as you possibly can. I would love to see distributor Neon push for another IMAX release this summer to commemorate the anniversary. I can only hope that it finds a permanent residency at space and science museums. In the very least, it should have a long and influential shelf life as home media. Apollo 11 is a historic godsend to celebrate the semi-centennial for one of humankind's greatest hits and an early lead for the best film of the year. Well, cinephiles, that's my review for Apollo 11. Have you seen it? If so, let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and subscribe to Cineflect for more film reviews, lists, video essays, and more. I've started doing trailer reactions and breakdowns on a separate channel, which I'll link to in the description. For Cineflect, I'm J.S. Lewis. Thanks for watching.